This is Colton Hofer, an expert hunter and tracker who grew up in Wyoming. And me, well, I'm just the guy behind the camera. And together, we're going to take you on Wyoming's wildest hunt.
My whole life I've been hunting game across the state. I've hunted elk, deer, and bighorn sheep. Now I want to go after the hardest animals Wyoming has to offer, all the while showing the great hunting opportunities Wyoming has to offer. Some people believe jackalope are animals of myth and legend, but I've heard reports of the jackalope sightings in the mountains around Laramie.
Yeah, so one night I was up in Happy Jack having a bonfire with the good old buddies, and we see this little thing run by. And at first we thought it was just like a normal rabbit or a fox or a coyote. We weren't sure. And then like a few minutes later we saw another one run by, and then like an hour later we see another one by, and this time we were fast enough to shine our light on it, and to our astonishment, it was a jackalope. It was about yay big, had little pointy horns.
So yeah, I saw a jackalope about 3 times I think. We caught one back in England, back in Hertfordshire. So really, it was like yay big-ish, like horns kind of like, I'd say yay big, about a few inches thick, you know? Definitely real though, definitely real. Can't deny it.
As I had my view in the scope, I saw something. I saw those pronghorns poke up out of the sage grass. And I was ready to take my shot. And then I started to see something a little strange. I started doing this kind of motion. You know? Not quite antelope-like, a little hoppy. And I wasn't quite sure what it was at first, so I just kept my sights right on it. And then about 5 seconds later, I saw it pop out. It was this weird mixture of the antelope and the jackrabbit. I knew right then. I saw the Sasquatch of the prairie. And I knew that I had seen one of God's greatest creations.
It was clear that people have seen this animal in the Happy Jack area, and so we decided to investigate.
Happy Jack is home to a lot of large game, including mule deer, elk, moose, and it is not uncommon to spot a black bear. Cottontails and jackrabbits live in the area, which is a good sign that jackalopes could live here.
We had been walking around for a few hours trying to get a feel for the terrain.
Okay, so we're definitely on the trail of a jackalope. Let's see. Here's the pad. Here's some toes. Doesn't look too old, I'm sure he's in there. Don't look. This is some antlers.
We thought we could see antlers lower to the ground running through the trees.
It's going up there, I see it. Let's go. Check out this clearing over here.
And that's when we heard something.
Ow! Ow! Did you hear that? Sounded like someone's at the vehicles.
We thought it was another person out in the woods back towards the direction of our vehicle, so we decided to head back and investigate.
Okay, so it still might be around. Go check out the car situation. It's real quiet through this area. Look at these. You know, I would bet that these are jackalope antlers. They shed them fairly frequently. I know a guy at the University of Wyoming. His name's Professor Ed. He'll be able to tell us for sure, so I think we'll take him to him and get an expert opinion.
We got back to the vehicle and saw that we were still alone.
I don't understand it. We're the only ones here.
At this point, we knew we had to consult an expert. Luckily, one of the top jackalope researchers is at the University of Wyoming.
My name's Professor Ed, and I just finished my master's in wildlife biology at NDSU. I'm currently working on my thesis about the philosophy of jackalopes and how we can better raise them here at the University of Wyoming. Jackalopes, or Lepus entolocarpa, are similar to those of mountain lions, and that they are very rarely seen, and not a lot is known about them. I'm still working on trying to get my hands on one of them so I can put my radio collar on them. The first recorded sighting of a jackalope was by John Coulter, one of the first men to enter Wyoming as on the western expansion. As he settled out west, the jackalope number quickly dropped as their pelts went for a high price. Their antlers were ground up for medicinal purposes. Some unknown facts about jackalopes are that they are omnivores, meaning their diet consists of nuts, berries, seeds, and small game like chipmunks, squirrels, and young cottontails. They have some unique vocal cords that enable them to mimic the sound of humans and other animals. This is what allows them to be so elusive and evade predators, including humans.
So, Professor Ed, we found these out while we were scouting around the first time. What do you make of these?
Oh my God, these are magnificent. Oh my goodness gracious. Somebody hasn't even been able to find these in the last 50 years. These are very indicative of the jackalope. As you can see, darkness of the color right here and how it spreads into a Y and goes to a tip. They have the jackalope smell, and I can 100% guarantee these horns are jackalope.
After talking with Professor Ed, we decided that baiting the jackalope with berries and squirrel meat was our best opportunity to draw this elusive creature in.
So we decided to set up here because we're downwind from our bait. The wind is favorable right now. Got plenty of cover.
We sat there for what felt like hours behind our blind. Finally, we saw movement through the trees.
He's coming into the clear. Yes, I got him.
Of all my years of hunting, this hunt was by far the most challenging and exciting. It was amazing to see this animal in its natural habitat. Being able to down one is a dream come true.
Yes. Clean shot. It's not a bad one, dude. It's pretty decent.